anything in here?
No.
Anything in here? Good morning. I'd like to call the meeting to order for the regular meeting of the Delaware County Stormwater Board. Today's date is August 4, 2025. The time is approximately 11:01 a.m. I'd ask if everybody would rise and follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The notice for this meeting was properly posted on time, so we will proceed with the agenda as proposed. Roll call, please.
Ms. Reagan? Present. Mr. Henry?
Here.
And Mr. Brady?
Present. So for meeting minutes, the approval of the meeting minutes from the May 19th, 2025 regular meeting, we're still working on those. I would entertain a motion to table those minutes.
So move.
Second. Can we just do a voice vote?
Yeah.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Any abstentions? The meeting minutes have been tabled. Okay, under old business, we have a couple things. I've got my notes from the last meeting. Things that we may need to follow up on. Cooper Road, I think.
Is that out by Delta? Or
Cooper Road's completed, thank you. And Sugarwood televising quotes, we were told it was $1,910. I do see that in the claims, so I believe that is completed. I think Mr. Borcher gave us that report last time. Also, at the last meeting, we talked about Bluegrass being televised for $10,000. Does anybody have an update on Bluegrass? That might have also been Mr. Borcher's.
is it?
Probably ought to go up to the
Yeah,
microphone.
We're on record.
Yeah, we're streaming now.
Now smile.
I'm gonna act like Sherry.
There you
No.
go.
So Bluegrass was where there were like 6-inch sections of concrete tile that were all coming up in a couple yards. And so that would be the quote from Cooley to make that repair.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a pretty easy job.
Did we approve that to be done in the last meeting, or we need
I
to approve it
didn't
in
make
this
it to the
meeting?
last meeting, and I don't have minutes from it.
Yeah, I can't remember either. Just out of a overabundance of caution, it's not going to hurt anything if we reapprove it.
Wouldn't think so.
I'll make a motion, we approve that Cooley quote for 10,000, you said?
Yep,
Yeah.
for Bluegrass, the
Second.
televising and yep, thank you. All those in
Thank you.
favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Any additional comments?
Do you need any, okay, I didn't know where you was going next.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
while we're out of Bluegrass, did we get that one section behind the guy's house on Allen Street? It was caving in, and I talked to him probably about 6 months ago or so, and it's not. It's a drain behind his house. I could pinpoint it for you.
Would that be something Tom was, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it was or it wasn't, but being back behind the house like that, I don't know.
Yeah. Would that be?
With Alan, is Alan in Bluegrass?
It's one of those sugar.
Huh?
Sugarwood's
It's
Court.
on. I can't think of the address because I just remembered that.
It's something we can check on. I can check on
Yeah.
that. Sure.
It's in his backyard, and
Well,
it just fell in.
Okay.
I think you might have put rip wrap around it once.
That's not where she sent me.
So, Bluegrass is just a U shape.
Right.
In the middle, there is a drain, so we got houses that face east direction. So in the middle of the subdivision, in the backyard, there is a drain back there that is ours. And we have fixed it
Yeah.
before a couple times.
I
Is
had
that
to-
the one you're talking about?
Yes, probably. It's
Okay, I
behind
haven't
it.
heard of it this year, so it'll be
Yeah.
something we'll go
You-
visit.
next time someone's out there, just check it to see if it needs to be
More-
updated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heather, do you have the quote for the $10,000 from Cooley?
No.
Did Angie have that? You
I
know?
think this was Tom Borchers. I think he's the one that gave us information.
Is he? I haven't seen that.
Right.
Okay.
Tom usually attends these meetings, right?
Yeah,
He was here at the last.
Would you mind checking with Tom Borchers and see if he has that quote? And
I want to make sure it's for the same thing. too.
absolutely, yes, yeah. Will you kind of get with him and
Yeah.
see what? Thank you.
Okay. And then, there was an update that the Rorton Heights was completed.
That's the Cooper Drive.
That's the Cooper Drive,
Uh-huh.
okay. And then it was reported that 700 West, there was some damage done by the property owner there, and we were gonna get a list of the damage and the cost to fix.
Yeah, so there's some damage done and, it's gonna be quite an expensive fix. Pretty much took what do you wanna call it, a wall that supported everything in there.
There was a deflection
A
wall.
deflection wall that deflected the water.
And the property owner removed it, went out there with his own equipment, backhoe
Oh.
or
He
something,
He
if I
didn't remove
would.
it, he crushed it up and left it.
Yeah,
Something we need to clean up.
what he did is he went on the neighbor's property and did it. It wasn't the homeowner that lived at that address on that side. So, I mean, it's something that really he should be responsible for. I mean, cause it's gonna be pouring that wall back.
I would think that if you guys could get the information to Danielle
And get like,
and have a letter sent out there, it needs to be put back, is that correct?
yes, correct. It needs to be put back like it was with the deflection wall. It was there for a purpose.
What do you tear it up with?
Like a
Back-
back-
His,
backhoe.
Okay.
His son-in-law, I think, worked on it.
Yeah.
Well,
And I think it was a mistake. To be honest with you, I don't think they knew what they were doing, you know? I think maybe the older fellow was confused a little bit, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, the damage is done, you know?
Well,
It's gonna cost us quite a bit of money to put that wall back in with concrete, have somebody, put a good wall in there.
get with Danielle and let's follow up with a letter to them and see if we can't get some communication going with them.
Okay.
Can you get a quote or something
Yeah,
to
we
give me
we
an
could get some kind
idea?
of a quote, and,
Okay.
and I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but we could give them, if, his son's supposed to be a construction worker, blah, 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 we could give them the option to put it back in, or we have a quote on
To
it.
your specs.
Yes, exactly, yes, ma'am.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. Cause it might be an
And then
easy.
we'll inspect it to make sure everything is right, but I'll get the quote to you.
It was an honest mistake and she speaks very highly of Heather's help.
He's
Yeah.
a sweet man.
He's a nice man, I think he made a mistake,
He
and
did.
it is what it is.
He
you
was
know?
very, yes.
Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I'll
Well,
definitely
let
get
that record show Heather smoothed over that problem. But I bet his son-in-law that
Well,
did it,
Yeah,
or son or son-in-law.
I'm gonna say
son-in-law.
they're gonna have the ability to put it back as long as we check it out and they put
Yes.
it back exactly the same.
And I
But
think-
we will get the quote.
I would think he'd be willing to work with you. Thank you.
Okay, next in my notes, under old business, we had discussed Ken Drive.
Yes.
So there's flooding there. The road needs repaved, but we need to fix the flooding
Right.
before the road work's done. And there's a tree that needs cut down that is maybe the point of contention, and then we need to install a swale.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that still the status?
Yes, and I believe we have permission to do all that work. It's just he needs to find time
To
to
get it
fit
in.
it into
to
the
fit it in.
schedule.
So I was wondering if we could go to the east a little bit and avoid the tree, cause the tree's real big,
What, and I
but that
don't mean to,
utility's right there.
yeah, I don't mean to be negative, Nelly, on this.
Well,
one,
that's fine.
But here's the deal. That natural waterway, that tree is right in it.
Well, that
It
you-
is so close
that-
to
that-
both houses.
That, I won't name the company, but the utility box is right there in the way
Mhm.
too.
Yes, ma'am. On this, I think Heather, that just made a memory come up. Heather said something at one time about possibly putting tile,
Yeah.
putting, some plastic out of the catch basin. It's something, it's a practice we don't do, because when we do it for Joe, Bob wants it, Sam wants it, everyone wants it,
We
okay,
won't
and we
tell.
can't afford it. But that would be an option through those people's yard. I don't know what the price on that would be. It would be a little more, for them giving that up, to get that swell back in, they're probably not gonna be able to mow that. So, I mean,
So you think it's better to run some pipe?
I'll be honest with you, to do it and do it right, yes. It would be better, it'd be more homeowner friendly. For what they're giving up and allow us to do it, that's the only way we can pave that road. I mean,
How many feet? How many feet of pipe?
Well, you could put it out just so far and then let it drop
It's
naturally.
got natural,
Yeah,
natural fall, but I'm gonna say 75, 100 feet, 100,
Yeah,
100,
I'd say it's.
75 or
Yeah.
100 feet.
Is that a job that you guys could do, Tommy?
We could, I just don't, I'll be honest with you, with everything we got right now,
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
so
see it
busy.
happening
Is it a winter job as long as the ground's not froze?
as long as the ground's not frozen, as long as it's not wet, because we wanna tear the yard up, but yeah.
Could
Yeah, I
we
mean-
get 2 quotes from somebody?
I mean, we could, and it's something that I absolutely can do,
Well,
we can do,
but
but
you-
time-wise is.
Yeah, your staff is busy and we've got the money, so.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll
Once
get a
the
quote.
asphalt plant's closed, though, we would have time.
That's true.
I'll tell you what
Well-
we'll do, we can get a quote, but I'm pretty sure I can come up with a time. But if you want the quote, we'll get you one, but I'll do my best to.
It
to get
scares
in.
me digging around all that utility.
And that's why we'd have to be really careful, we just have to hydrovac it.
You got your vac machine.
Call in.
We can-
I'd entertain a motion to do the repairs, to address the Ken Drive flooding, including installation of pipe, after the asphalt season when our highway crew has time.
Yeah, before winter though.
Yep.
And I think with that, and I'll make that motion, but I want to see, give us a projected cost.
I will, and what I wanna do is, I mean, I just gave you a number on how many feet I thought it would be, it might not be close.
I understand.
You know, it might be. It
Understand.
might be 200 feet, but I don't think it's gonna be that. And we'll go through and get some elevations, get some shots, and we'll let you know. That's something that actually probably me, Heather, and one of the other guys on the crew can go out there and get some elevation and come up with a pipe footage
Okay.
pretty soon, and
So
probably,
let's add to the motion pending review of the cost.
And the tree does not have to come down.
no, the tree's gonna have to come down. The root system and everything in
But I
that.
didn't think she wanted. You
They
don't
gave
have,
permission though, right?
Yes, yes.
That was the previous owner when we tried to do this a
Oh.
couple years ago.
okay,
Since then, there's a new owner there,
Okay.
and they're okay with it.
okay,
Yeah,
They
good,
want the
and-
flooding fixed.
good.
And that's
good.
everything, that's held us up, Sherry. That's what the holdup
Right,
has
right.
been on that.
I didn't know
paving.
there were new owners.
So
Okay,
when were
thank
you,
you.
when were you wanting to pave it? Was it
Well,
on this?
No, we're not, we can't pave it this year, no. It's
Okay.
gonna be a next year's project, because we got set catch basins. I wanna, if we're gonna do it, I wanna do it right, set a catch
Right.
basin on each side
Right,
to catch all the surface water. We'll get the right flow to get it down there. So we'll get a little drawing up with what the plan is, the footage and everything, and get back with you.
okay, good.
So I have a first on the motion, I have a second.
Yeah, second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose the same. Any abstentions? And again, that's pending the cost review.
Exactly.
Correct.
Okay. Next, on my notes from last meeting, Sherry, you had brought up cleaning the inlets around the county building.
Yes, yes, we need to be educated on how we clean these. When they spent the $900,000 to take care of the drainage out here, between the sidewalks and the curb that goes out to the street, there's about this wide. And underneath those rocks that have come off of with the mulch, that is where a drain is. So you need a flat shovel to bring up all those old rocks that are stopping all that. Because we have a problem on Main Street, if we don't clean those drains, it runs to the west, then it runs north down to our basement.
Courtney?
So I had walked out there with Tommy after the last meeting as well to show him where you're talking about. It's not the rocks, like the larger rocks need to be there to help disperse the energy of the water. It's the grit and stuff that it's catching off
Right,
the roadway.
the little
Yes,
stuff that
because
washes off.
that takes up the space so water
Right.
can't infiltrate like it's supposed to.
Right,
And it is very much just a flat shovel, kind of shaking it off and then putting the larger rocks back.
yeah. And it's
So
not
we
been
need to
done for
remove the
about,
large rocks and take out the settlements and then
The
replace the
smaller
large
grit and
rocks.
stuff,
Yeah.
and then put the larger rocks back.
Is that something?
Yeah, and we can, and honestly, I kind of forgot about it. Courtney talked to me, she showed it to me and
Yeah.
everything. It's something, once we get done, it's something I can't get to right now, but we got on River Valley today trying to stay ahead of the paving crew. But
Right.
it's absolutely something that won't cost
In the
because
fall.
we can do it.
Okay.
yeah.
Just make sure it's on your open issues list and we'll
Because-
follow up.
Absolutely.
We did used to hire it done. Now, I don't know who used to get down into the swell and clean those filters out.
That I couldn't tell you.
We could hire that done, but
I mean, if it's something that Courtney can tell me how to do it, we'll do it,
Yeah,
you know?
I'd have to take another look at it.
and we could call our friend Mr. Danetti, and he could give us some education on it too. Because they've not been cleaned out
And
for
I
a
will have
long
Courtney
time.
stay on me. She's like my other mother, so I will have her stay on me to make sure I get this done too. We work
Yeah.
good together.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank
And
you.
then Courtney, while you're there, the other thing, last thing I had, VS Engineering was doing a review of our drainage ordinance, which was from 1993. And then we're also looking at a pond ordinance right now. Can you give us an update on that?
Yes, I actually had it in my notes to do that. So drainage ordinance, had our meeting last Thursday, and at the end of it, VS requested or stated that there's a decision that needs to be made by commissioners. We have kind of three options. We can keep the current ordinance model and just revise it with all the input that we have or updates we want to have. We could move to the LTAP ordinance model, which is kind of what we did with the stormwater ordinance. So it'd be the same formatting and update the language in that to be what we want. Or we can wait and see who challenges, as far as anybody else in the state, and what decision is going to be made regarding the new House bill, 1037. And I can kind of quote that language to bring everybody up to speed. So the state language for this House bill says a unit does not have the power to adopt a law, rule, ordinance, or regulation that is more stringent than or exceeds in any manner the requirements of the Department of Environmental Management's IDEM Construction Stormwater General Permit, the CSGP. The reason that's a problem for the drainage ordinance is because within the CSGP, it states the runoff rate of stormwater runoff and or volume from project site must meet local requirements to address stormwater quantity as established by an ordinance or other regulatory mechanism. When a local requirement does not exist, the post-development runoff discharge must not exceed the pre-development discharge for a 2-year, 10-year, or 100-year peak storm event. So VS is saying that it's kind of circular. They're saying you can't exceed CSGP, but the CSGP says it's by local ordinance. So they feel like there's going to be some pushback, and we don't know what direction that's going. So
What's your recommendation?
I personally am leaning towards kind of moving to the LTAP ordinance model. If we want to keep the discharge rates the bare minimum, update everything else that we've been wanting to update with the ordinance. As far as I know, fees, Angie, Heather, the group's really wanting to get those updated. I believe fines were in there, just so we at least have that framework. And then if something comes of it, we can always revisit. But that's just me, kind of where I'm looking at it, so that we aren't holding things up.
I agree.
And that's, I was involved in a couple of those meetings and I heard similar message from everybody. So we need to propose an LTAP configured or spirited ordinance for this, for the next stormwater meeting.
I
Okay.
can do that, and I can get that sent out.
Pond ordinance update?
The pond ordinance, I think we are kind of in the final comments that Liz just sent out. And there are some questions that they want to propose to legal. I can't remember those off the top of my head.
You can email them.
Yeah. But I think it's just mostly language, trying to get the language right. And that's really all
Okay.
we're at there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So that's all I had, board, under tabled business from the last meeting. Commissioner Reagan, anything you want to bring up for tabled business?
Under the table,
Commissioner Henry?
No.
Next on the agenda is new business. Don't have anything listed on the agenda today. Does anybody wish to bring up any new business?
well, yes, we were kind of talking about, the county is hiring our first engineer. And with the money that we have in stormwater, I'm thinking that stormwater could at least maybe pay for the auto expenses to go out and check our problem, you know. Well, that's just my suggestion. Now, I do have the statement of cash here, and I just noticed that there's a mistake, and we are talking about Fund 1197 called Stormwater Utility, and under net revenue that has come in, we should have had our July
Installment.
settlement, and it's not showing. All the money that came in the spring should be on this report.
Yeah, because I have one in front of me from January 1, and I don't see any credits. There are 0 credits listed. So will you follow up with the auditor's office?
Yes, I
Thank you.
will. It's showing our balance right now, in that fund of $95,972.06.
Will you say that number one more time, Sherry?
I'm sorry,
Will you say that number one
Sure.
more time?
it's showing $95,972.06. But, under net revenue, that's not the right, it's not the right total, but I will go down there today and check on that.
Thank you. Any other new business, Commissioner Reagan?
No,
Commissioner Henry?
Yeah, we had, a complaint about one of the additions out there, close to the highway department.
Yes,
oh, true,
yeah, it's
Or that
probably
wood.
gonna be, let's see,
Hickory.
Hickory,
Yes, yes.
yes.
yeah.
Do you guys have maps that Cooley has presented on some of the television work they've done out there, the televising work?
We do.
It-
We're gonna have a new one though. We met with,
We kind of have an update for you.
Okay, okay, yeah, give us an update.
okay, we met with Cooley and with Tom Borchers on Tuesday and had a really good meeting with them. Tom Borchers has 2 inlets at the west end of Hickory. He asked Cooley to televise those and make sure they're good working. And then as soon as that gets done, he's gonna come back to us and we're gonna try to figure out what we're gonna do
So the ones that's gonna be to the west, they flow to
the west.
They flow to the west, okay? There is no signs of the address. I wish I had the address in front of me. 16, what is it, Shannon? 1624
Hickory, or,
or 16,
oh,
Heather.
yeah,
It is 6701.
yes. I think that's,
6701 Hickory. So
Yeah,
what we found out
thank
about
you.
6701 Hickory, we've got some new information on that. Everyone that has been there has looked at that, from the professionals to the highway department to the engineering, to Tom Borchers. We all feel the drain that is put in there. There was a little piece at the top that looks like maybe they might have ran gutters, or maybe like an old grease pit back in the day, okay? There is no bottom to this culvert, or to this catch basin. There is no bottom, period. Can't tell if it's gravel, sand mixed, whatever. We can't tell exactly what it is, but we know it's really, really deep. We're all to the conclusion that we cannot find any outlet that we can get a jet rod in to go any which way, okay? As far as I was concerned, what we all talked about, I think we were all completely, almost 100%, if not 100%, that's what that was. So since then, so I went out, and I think you probably all know, I don't know if I said it in a meeting or I just talked to you guys, but I went out after a bad rain. I have to get in my phone right now because I don't have the notes, but 33 hours later, it was at their house. I mean, it was up to their house, okay? I went back like 14 hours later, and it had receded down to maybe 3/4 of the yard, but it was not at the house. After 33 hours, it was completely bone dry. There was not a drop anywhere. So with a follow-up to that, Heather, this past,
I went out last Thursday, it rained that whole day. We had a lot of rain. So I went out there at 3 o'clock when I got off work. I drove past there, and the water was covering the catch basin, which there's a beehive. It was covering that, and it was almost all the way up to the house. The water, the whole front yard is just completely covered. So Friday morning at 10 o'clock, I went back by there. It was completely dry. So about 18 hours later, 19, completely dry.
And they were getting ready to mow.
So it tells me the water is getting away, and it may be getting into their house. It may be and I said something like, it might be a personal problem, like maybe they need to get the inside their basement lined, they put that rubber, whatever. But then you said you thought maybe they
I
already
think they already
did.
have that done. Which that's really irrelevant, something I want to tell you too. I also think, which I think is relevant, don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty positive they do have it rubberized.
I don't think so.
I wasn't being rude about that.
No,
But
you're
anyway,
not.
Is their crawl space getting wet?
They said their sump pump runs all the time.
Mhm.
but I will tell you this, there's gonna be fill tile under there. And I've said the whole time, this whole addition was put in without any kind of rules, regulations. It was just dumped in there, okay? I still say those people, the way they're losing, the water is going is through old farm fill tiles. It has to be, because the water's getting away too quick. And I do know right across the street, those people are like super nice. I've talked to the man and his wife, and they are super nice. They actually told me we begged these people not to buy it if they thought they were going to sell it because water stands in that yard, when it rains. But there is tile that runs under their house. Could be farm fill tile. Don't know if it's old farm tile or if
That's
it's
correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, the water, is it a problem? Yeah, but it's no more of a problem than a lot of other places in this county. Had a problem in my own house, with these high rains. And I will tell you, they dried up just as quick as I did.
The issue is so Borchers, if his lines are open and running and good to go, and we can tie into it, we would have to go through
Like
4 or 5 driveways.
One being concrete.
It'd be expensive. And to only relieve one home, I know that kind of sounds insensitive, but I don't know.
But within 19 hours, it's dry. Is that really a problem? Yeah, nobody wants water in their yard, or I have a sump pump under my house, that kicks in.
So the surveyor's committed to doing work,
Absolutely.
right? And that work hadn't been done yet,
No, it has
right?
not.
So he's gonna go jet rod those two
Yes.
outlets that
We
are
just
to the
wanna make
west,
sure that
but
they're
there's
good.
no evidence that says it's going to improve the situation.
No.
It may
Oh,
or may
no.
not.
None.
But what you're saying, Heather, is after roughly less than a day, somehow that water's leaching away.
Yeah, and actually there was someone there mowing the lawn with like a 0-turn mower, and I kept thinking, oh, I hope that's really dry because
Yeah,
it wasn't the day
muddy.
before.
Yeah.
But they were mowing
How deep's that catch basin?
like
I,
like 6 foot.
I don't know. We put our hose on our vac truck as deep as we could get it, and I'm gonna say that was probably 4.5 feet. And I know Cooley went down deeper than we did. It's deep.
Well, did they bring their vac truck out?
Yeah,
Cooley did.
yeah,
Cooley's
Cooley
did?
did. As soon as I left there, I couldn't find anything, so I called Heather. Immediately. When Heather got us the work order, the very first work order, we went that day.
Mm-hmm.
We went that day, and not only did we clean that one out, we cleaned everything out in that area, okay? And we even dug some suck holes up that we saw, like in yards over on the west side, which would be west of this address. And we could not find anything. Cooley at one time thought maybe it might have went to the north. Some of the drainage might go to the north. But then the way it lays and everything, it looks like everything's going to the west.
Well, this particular inlet isn't hooked to anything.
But it's hooked to nothing. So even if Tom's just opens it up and the water just gushes from down there and it gets away, it's not going to really get us up here. They're still going to have to rely on that leach. It's going to be really, really expensive to cut across the concrete driveway and across the road and everything to lay that. And like I said, not trying to sound insensitive or anything, but when we have these crazy, 2 inch an hour plus rains, and it gets away within 24 hours, you're doing pretty good.
Mhm.
And those, drains of Borchers, they are the closest route. All the others are on the backside of the neighborhood.
Okay. Other comments or questions? So after the work's done, and before the next stormwater meeting, can you give us an update
Absolutely.
on what's been done, and then we can monitor the next
Yeah,
couple
we'll,
of
we'll throw an
rains?
email as soon as Tom gets those out and everything. But what we're gonna do, we'll just put an email at it every time it rains, and we're monitoring every rain that happens in there. We'll see if there's any benefit once he does that. But we're checking other roads in addition, not only just that address there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone else have any new business? I don't have any.
We have
Um,
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm walking
So,
away.
Terry Rickard, he lives out in, Beverly Hills Edition. His address is 6721 South Primrose Parkway.
Did you say Primrose?
Primrose, yeah.
His house, he's on the west side of the road. His house backs up to Buck Creek, I believe it is, which is a regulated waterway. Well, we have an inlet at the front of his property, and it runs right along his fence line and probably dumps into Buck Creek. We can't see it.
No, it runs to the west and it dumps into
Should
dump into there.
But there has been a huge washout, and I say huge. You kind of have to see it in person, and we would,
So there's probably maybe 15 feet in between these two fences, these two houses. And we follow the tile back. I follow the tile probably 30 inches, and I follow the tile all the way back. And then all of a sudden you'll come up to, at the end of his yard, you'll come into a drop. And I'm telling you, you could put a dump truck in it.
Wow.
And it's washing its way back to his house. He's gonna lose his fence.
he's gonna lose a tree, and he may already, I mean, we've had some rains
Right.
since then, and he's gonna lose his fence.
Why is it washing?
I don't know, I don't know if the creek itself has just washed up, got so much flood in, it's just eroded the banks, and it just keeps working its way back. Now it's cut a groove into that. We don't know that.
Is Tommy Borchers aware of this?
Yeah, Tom is,
Yeah.
we talked to him about it and everything. I don't really remember.
He said I said, we need to go out with Brand, or, one of you, and us and Tom Borchers, and we need to see it all in person and talk about it. Because Terry Rickard, he believes he was told by surveyors that it wasn't their problem, that it was his problem. And then he reached out to us. Well, we do have a line that runs back through there. It's part of the drainage for the subdivision. And so we don't know if one of our tiles is broke and started sucking.
We haven't
and
done any
Well,
cameras.
we don't know.
No, but here's the thing, our tile now has dropped.
Yeah.
With everything else dropping, it's a massive hole that's gonna keep eroding. I don't even know how you would fix that erosion. It's so bad.
Wow.
Dangerous.
So,
Big.
So we need to make a field trip and go
Yes.
out there and take a look.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure the neighbors have the pit bulls put up because we were up against pit bulls.
Just, once you get a date, I'd like to be a part of that as well.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, I would love it.
once you get a date, let's go out and take a look at
I
it.
would absolutely welcome you guys and appreciate you guys to go out there with us.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Any other new business? Thank you.
Yeah.
Next on the agenda is our claims.
Yes,
Commissioner Reagan?
they were, from, what did I say, from,
So our
August.
last meeting
Oh.
was May 19th, so
yeah, from May. April, May, and June, the total is $45,692.38. That's what we paid.
any discussion?
No,
If not, I accept a motion to approve the claims.
so move.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose the same. Any abstentions? Claims are approved, and Commissioner Reagan, you're gonna go follow up on the credit, on on the
Yes, I'm
spring
gonna go
deposit,
down
right?
there today,
Okay, thank you.
yes.
Any public comment? Anything anybody else wants to address the board with?
Do we still like, oh, Courtney, wanna
Yeah,
come?
Courtney's coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah, give your name and title, cause we're
Okay.
now on,
Courtney Pruitt, Stormwater Management, Compliance Inspector. I was just gonna do a couple quick updates. Not a whole lot construction-wise. Delaware County Mental Health is doing well. Last time I was out there, they were putting down the topsoil for the landscaping. And really, it's pretty quiet. I don't have a lot of new sites starting in the county. Then I was just gonna say kind of future plans. I am attending the ANAFSM conference September 10th through the 12th to get my continuing education credits or professional development hours that are required for our MS4 permit. I'm also going to be giving a presentation, which is my first one, at a conference. And then in October, I plan to begin my municipal facility inspections that I have to do annually. So Tommy's going to be hearing from his second mother shortly. As far as education goes, our Bureau of Water Quality biologists have done several education outreach events with Boy Scouts, Wildlife Warriors, Master Naturalists. They have some coming up with Ball State University, and we also have the White River Cleanup September 27th for anybody that would like to join that. And then just for public awareness, some people from our office will probably be out and about on the tributaries and ditches for our illicit discharge detection and elimination inspections. We are required to inspect all outfalls within the county once every 5 years. So we're going to try and knock some of those out, especially once leaves are off the trees.
yeah, very good. Very good report. Thanks for your help.
Any
course.
questions for Courtney?
Appreciate all your work.
Anything else?
Congratulations on
Nope,
your
that's it.
award or something.
Yeah, congratulations on your presentation. I have a quick question about
Yeah.
what constitutes flooding from the stormwater coordinator's perspective. So if water recedes after 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, what's your perspective?
So typically we say, like, if it's a dry detention basin, it's going to hold that water. If it's not back to being dry within 72 hours, then we would think there's a problem. It's not getting away fast enough. So 24 hours, we would say, is sufficient time to no longer be considered flooding. It's just
Thank
taking a slow go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Anyone else? So do we have our next meeting scheduled yet?
I didn't bring my calendar, but it'll be for
This is really
quarter.
the July meeting that we're in right
Right.
now, right? And I know we're
Yeah,
doing it in
so-
August.
So it'll be in September. We have July, August, September. It'd be our 1st of October.
So maybe
Do we still like the first
the first Monday, yeah. So it'll be October 6th.
That
Yep.
sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So our next meeting will be October 6th, more than likely at 11, but please look for the
Yeah.
posting. If there-
Danielle, could we advertise after the commissioner meeting? That way we could start,
Do you need to have a time specific?
okay,
Is it, okay, so let's say we made it at 10:30 and
Yeah.
it doesn't start until 11.
Yeah.
Is that,
I think that is okay.
that's okay? So
That's okay.
maybe we could schedule a little bit
Yes,
earlier.
I'd
That
like
way we're
that.
So
not,
you prefer 10:30?
yeah, please.
please, thank you.
Yep, Tommy?
So
Yeah,
October
I have a
6th at
question,
10:30.
may not be popular. These meetings are really good. Is there any way we can get these more often than what it is? Because so much stuff comes up in between that
Sure.
we would really like to get to you with. I know it's not what you want to hear, but I think it would be beneficial to all of us.
Well,
We can certainly try
we
it. So
could
right
have
now,
them
we do the
after-
unsafe housing after the third Monday of the month, right?
We got that on the 3rd.
So are you asking for every other month?
I mean, that would be great. I mean, I would be good with anything that's an upgrade from this, yes.
You want a monthly?
I would love a monthly.
I don't have a problem trying that.
Yeah,
So do it after the first, on the first Monday, do the stormwater after the commissioners meeting. The
At
third
10.
Monday is our unsafe housing, right?
10:30, first.
I don't have a problem with it.
And I think we are short a member because they weren't on the one email that went out. so the four
Like I
board
said,
members.
The reason I say that is because just like stuff that we were kind of wanting to get to you,
Right.
it's so much time in between.
So it'll be September 8th, because the first Monday in September is actually a holiday. It's Labor Day. So September 8th will be our next meeting.
Actually,
No,
it's
no, it'll be
September
the
2nd.
second. It'll be on
Oh, I'm
Tuesday.
sorry.
To the
We'll
next
go to
day.
Tuesday.
We go to the Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay,
So it'll be Tuesday, September 2nd, if that's okay.
I got you.
I thought he wants to meet monthly.
He does.
Well, it will. This is
Oh, this
August.
is- this is August, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be out of town, but I'll be back,
we can zoom you in.
yeah. I'll be back.
I'm
Okay.
good with that. I don't
That's a
disagree.
good
I think,
idea.
things fall in the cracks if we don't.
I
Stay on top
really
of it more.
appreciate that too. I think it's going to benefit all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Thank you.
Anything else? Otherwise, I accept a motion to adjourn today's meeting.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Meeting adjourned.
Thank
Have
you.
a safe day.